Back in the house with a 9-4.
You did good, sir.
Hester Peirce is being positioned to replace Gary Gensler as SEC chair. But Hester has a problem. You see, Hester was appointed as the SEC commissioner in January of 2018. Before the SEC, she worked as a senior research fellow and director of the Financial Markets Working Group at the Peirce Center at George Mason University. The Peirce Center, where Hester was heavily involved, has received significant funding from Koch Industries, the same Koch Industries that has been known for its extensive lobbying efforts to influence regulations that impact its vast business interests, including oil, chemicals, and finance. The center's founder, Richard Fink, is a Koch Industries executive vice president and president of the Charles G. Koch and Claude R. Lamb Foundations, both of which have provided funding to the center. While working at the Peirce Center, Hester developed a minimal market regulation philosophy. Because why would you want these rules stepping on the toes of your vested interests? Here is where the problem gets interesting. You see, Hester's friends in the private industries, financial services, and diversified conglomerates, respectively, share a common interest in reducing regulatory burdens. For example, Citadel Securities, a major player in the financial services industry, has frequent, detailed discussions with Hester. On May 8, 2023, she met Citadel to discuss proposed equity market structure reforms. I am not saying that Hester's meeting with Citadel alone is the reason for suspicion. However, when a key regulatory figure like Peirce has frequent, detailed discussions with a dominant market player, it can create a perception, if not a reality, of regulatory capture, where the regulated entity unduly influences the regulator. Not to mention Hester and Ken align on their regulatory philosophy. It would seem Hester and Ken are both fighting for less regulatory oversight in the market. Hester Peirce's voting record includes opposition to key transparency measures aimed at enhancing regulatory oversight in the financial markets. She has voted against rules designed to increase disclosures in securities, lending, and short-selling practices, including the Consolidated Audit Trail, CAT, which tracks all trades in the U.S. stock market, and the Securities Lending Transparency Initiative. These rules provide necessary insights into activities that can significantly impact stock prices and market stability. Hester criticizes the Consolidated Audit Trail, CAT, for its high costs, which she argues are far greater than initially estimated, and for the lack of investor input in shaping its operations. She emphasizes that these costs will ultimately be borne by investors and highlights concerns over financial privacy and the inefficiencies in the funding model. Peirce also points out that the SEC has little incentive to control CAT costs since it doesn't bear the financial burden, potentially leading to unchecked spending and increased financial and non-financial costs for market participants. This reasoning aligns with her broader regulatory philosophy favoring minimal intervention. While she criticizes CAT for being costly and intrusive, her general opposition to transparency measures and market oversight could undermine efforts to ensure fair and orderly markets. Additionally, her close interactions with industry players like Citadel, who are suing the SEC over CAT regulations, suggest a potential conflict of interest that may compromise her ability to impartially regulate the financial markets. Hester Peirce has been a vocal advocate for clearer regulatory guidelines for cryptocurrencies, which has earned her the nickname Crypto Mom. She argues that the SEC's current enforcement-focused approach is inefficient and calls for a more cooperative regulatory framework that provides clarity for crypto firms. While her stance on providing a more defined regulatory environment for cryptocurrencies can be seen as a positive move towards innovation and growth, There are significant concerns regarding the level of oversight and consumer protection under such a framework. Additionally, Peirce has pushed for the approval of a Bitcoin ETF, a move she has supported for over 5 years. Hester seems quick to support large market restructuring around crypto, but is working against any sort of strong regulatory frameworks to ensure these products are safe and transparent for investors. Hester Peirce's potential leadership as SEC chair raises significant concerns regarding industry influence and market transparency. Her close ties to industry players, particularly her work with the Koch-funded Mercatus Center, known for advocating minimal regulation, suggest potential conflicts of interest. Peirce's regulatory philosophy aligns closely with the priorities of major financial firms, raising fears that SEC decisions under her leadership might favor these entities over retail investors and market integrity. The combination of industry influence and data transparency issues raises serious questions about her ability to effectively and impartially regulate the financial markets in the best interest of all participants.